Hello, Bill Molyneux here for Bill's Wargame World and Bill's History World. And we're doing another book review. We are going to talk about the Second Battle of Winchester book by Scott L. Mingus Sr. and Eric J. Wittenberg. Goober tonight is wearing the Player's Aid shirt, which is Grant and Alexander. They do reviews of board war games. So I have Goober in this as we review the Second Battle of Winchester book. And I was in Winchester just a week ago, and I made several videos, and I wish I had this book then. Alright, so what is this book about? Well, it is about the Second Battle of Winchester, and it is published by savasbeatie.com, savasbeatie.com. It's around $26, and you can get it on Kindle also. Now, a heads up on this, it's 475 pages with footnotes and an index and over 20 maps, and I forgot to mark the map. There is a tour guide map in here too. So when I was in Winchester, Virginia, I did videos of the cemetery. Scott was kind enough to send me messages, and there's the tour map. And I went to several of these spots. I made several videos, the Star Fort, the cemeteries. I was there for work, so I was doing things at night. I mean, it was late afternoon, 5 o'clock, it was getting dark. So this is a book about General Early, Gordon, and all the Confederates, General Robert E. Lee. This is a must-have book if you're into Gettysburg and the campaign, because the Confederates had to get up the Shenandoah Valley somehow, and they took the Shenandoah Valley right up to Gettysburg. Now, General Robert Milroy and his defense of Winchester is amazing to read in this book. 8,000 men, they tried to stop General Robert E. Lee's army in Northern Virginia. And I'm chuckling because, there's 75, 80,000 Confederates, maybe 65. I mean, they're spread out, but it's a long steamroller of Gray and Butternut. So Milroy, Union General Milroy, sets up these defenses. And I was in the Star Fort. The one is incredible. I did a really neat video. Maybe you'll check it out. So one of the things that will slow you down on reading is the amount of detail that is in this book. The sources are Milroy himself in 1890 worked on his, I guess, biography on this. There is many people that had diaries, and I'm going to rattle off this one. Kate Vicar of Winchester, she's a young lady that had a diary, and there are a lot of detailed accounts of the battle. So this is not a fast read. This is detailed information, and it is amazing how tough both sides fought, and the many defenses to Confederate troops under Early and good old General Gordon, who's heading off to the Wrightsville Bridge in Lancaster, which is, I'm going to say, a good 150 miles from here, from Winchester. And for the Confederates to overcome all of that is amazing, and also the defense that the Union soldiers put forth. So, this is really just an incredible book. The index is fantastic. The footnotes are great. I really need to apologize to Scott Mingus. I lived in Gettysburg for 20 years. I actually had, I think, 5 licensed battlefield guides in my wargame group every Thursday night for nearly 20 years, and a park ranger. And I never had this book, never read this book, and I apologize. I forgot to check out the date when it was published. Maybe that will give me a way out. But so unfortunately, this was published in 2016, so I can sort of say I was moving from Gettysburg to Baltimore in 2016, so that gives me a little bit of an out. I did purchase this, and any of the reviews I do here, I purchased the product. So I've done several books on that Scott has written, and other people too, including board games. Nothing going on there. And so we need to ask Goober the Traveling Bear, who is raising money for this month. He's raising money with the videos for the Gloucester Museum of History in Gloucester, Virginia, next door to Olivia's, the restaurant owned by Mr. Gary Ward. And Goober is very excited about this, and he gives it not just 2 paws up, but a mermaid, flipper, and 2 paws up. All right, now who can laugh at this? All right, I did a review back in August of a game for Yorktown, Virginia, and we were supposed to play the game on the beach, and instead we had Goober find a mermaid on the beach, and he said, "I'm not bothering with playing a board war game. I'm going surfing with the mermaid." All right, you always have to have a little humor. My wife's been quite ill lately, and she's doing much better now. And you just have to laugh about stupid things sometimes when you have a lot of stress in your life. I hope you'll consider purchasing the Second Battle of Winchester. I hope Eric and Scott have a sense of humor when they see this posted on the internet. And, you know, I gotta say, the amount of detail in this has been incredible. It took me close to a month of a half an hour a night, or a little bit more at times, to get through it. All right, well, that's about it for now. Thank you. Now stay safe, be kind, and be courteous. And I hope you enjoyed this book review on the Second Battle of Winchester.